What's up, guys? This is Ed from Team Elite, and today I'm going to be profiling you guys a Spellcaster Invoked deck. It's more like the Magician Girls, but a lot of people don't play Magician Girls because they're not great. I built this deck just for fun because I do have a lot of friends that don't really play competitively. And personally, I feel like playing competitively gets kind of boring. I have Emancipators, and my friends have Emancipators and Eldritch. And playing decks like that gets kind of boring, kind of played out. So in these next couple of videos that I'm going to be doing, if I might be precise, the next two videos, so this one and the next one video that I'm going to be uploading, I'm going to be uploading just videos that aren't really meta. They're going to be more videos of deck profiles of decks that that are just for fun. So I built this deck for fun so I can play with my friends, with the buddies that don't really play meta, and like that they have more of an opportunity to get an upper hand on me because this deck is really good going first, but besides that it's just kind of slow. So decks like these are really not meant to do much. They're just supposed to be for fun, you know, just supposed to grind you out and have a little bit of fun in it. A lot of people hate that I do play Mystic Mind, and I'm sorry, I do play Mystic Mind in this deck, but that's the only way that this deck can actually compete versus other decks. But let's get into it. Alright guys, so getting into the monster part of the video, these monsters are just going to be very straightforward. You got to play the 3 Alistair because this is an Invoked deck, and what Invoked deck doesn't play the 3 Alistair? This is the monster that you normally want to normal summon first, and if you don't get to normal summon this monster first, the first monster that you do want to normal summon would be Chocolate Magician Girl. Chocolate Magician Girl is really good. This is a monster that can get you a couple of draws once per turn. So that means that you activate her effect, you discard Spellcaster, and then you draw a card. So in my personal opinion, I don't think that's bad. I think that's pretty good. This deck does have a lot of way to draw, so we're not lacking in any draw power here. We have 2 berries because I think berries really good. Just from being able to be attacked and then being able to special summon one from deck, it's really good. Or I think targeted as well, if I'm not mistaken. But let's go ahead and continue. You play the 1 kiwi, play the 1 lemon, and you play the 1 apple. I don't really like playing a lot of different attributes of these, or like multiple counts of these, because I don't think that they're that great. Honestly, I can probably go off by having these in my hand and then like just invoke summoning these away. But besides that, that'll probably be it. It doesn't really matter. Let's continue. The 1 Dark Magician Girl, just because you have a Dark Magician Girl. Like I was gonna play the traps that let you like tribute the 1 trap that lets you tribute a Spellcaster away and bring out a dark, but I couldn't find it and I didn't have anybody who had it, so this is what I'm going with. She's great. She's just Dark Magician Girl. And then to continue the Spellcaster trend, you got to play the 3 Effect Veiler. Effect Veiler, it's a really good card. You already know what it does. On main phase, you know, Effect Veiler your opponent. On their main phase, Effect Veiler your opponent. There you go. Let's continue. This is a deck, like I said, that I'm literally just playing for fun. Apple's probably the worst monster in this whole set. Kiwi's not bad. I think Lemon's just a little bit better than the rest of them, but doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and continue. You got to play 3 Meltdown because Meltdown says that your opponent can't negate your summon on your fusion, so it's not bad. You gotta play the Secret because if you're playing Secret and your opponent tries to like activate a spell card or something, they won't be able to if they don't control a Spellcaster, and most decks aren't Spellcaster decks anymore. The 1 Mystic Mind because, like I said, I'm a little bit degenerate. Besides that, let's go ahead and continue with the 1 Terraforming because you gotta play the Terraforming, and then I played the Mice of the Land. This deck isn't supposed to be like top tier or anything, but in my personal opinion, it does well enough to where if you build a hand, so like if your opponent special summons and then you Mystic Mind them and you build a hand, you can do really well. But yes sir, this deck is actually really stupid. It's really busted. I think it's too good sometimes. Let's go ahead and continue. You got to play 3 Invocation because this is an Invoke deck, and you got to play 1 Book of the Law. I don't know why people don't play Book of the Law more. I think Book of the Law is too good to be not played, and a lot of people don't play it. Like even just regular Invoke decks. I think I played in my Invoke Magnite, and it wins me games. Knowledge and Secrets because you want to draw. Wonder Wand because you want to draw. So like some of the spellcasters you have here, you don't mind, like if you normal, add effect, and then activate, and then just send it to the graveyard, and then get you your 2 draw cards. Like some of these cards, it doesn't really matter if you have them on the field or not, because you're gonna summon them away with fusion summoning, with invocation. So it doesn't really matter if you keep them or not. But let's continue. 3 Call by the Graves, because Ash is a thing. You gotta play Dark Magic Veil. I wish I had 2 of them, so if I had 2 Dark Magic Veil, this would be a Dark Magic Veil. But I mean, like, at the end of the day, it's just a Monster Reborn, and this is a Monster Reborn from hand, so it doesn't really matter. So you just go with either or. And then at the end of the day, you also don't pay cost for this, because it's 1,000 life points, baby. You don't want to pay cost. I play 1 for 1 because you do play Berry, and Berry's level 1, so you want to be able to bring her out to your hand in case you don't have anything normal summon. So you just normal summon her, and then you send whatever the top card is to the graveyard. The 1 Metaverse and the 2 Drowning, because I'm a disgusting player. And Drowning is good because sometimes you don't get a decent board out. So if you already know that you're not going to have a decent board out, you just leave it there, you set shit down, and then you just let your opponent attack, and then all their stuff goes back into the deck. You see, this deck is really good. I'm really underselling it because I don't think this deck is like top meta, which is what I've been playing recently. But I think this deck is so good that it can compete against a lot of other decks. Honestly, like just friendly decks, like, you know, a regular Dark Magician deck, not something too competitive, but it does really well. I've clapped a couple of people online. What did I play last night? I played a guy who's playing Dragoonity. He didn't do too well, which is kind of weird because, you know, like me going first, it's just like I'm not gonna do much, and then just one Mechaba kind of destroyed their shit. After that, I also played a Blackwing deck, and I played a Raid Raptor deck. That was kind of interesting. You got to play the 1 Anima because you know, you do have a level 1. You can just link summon it away, and this is what you can get. So it's really good. You play a Secure Gardna because you play Almarash. So you're able to just go Almarash into Secure Gardna and then have Mechaba out on the field. I don't have enough Secure Gardnas to play 1 in every deck, so this is the lucky deck that gets to play 1. Cross Sheep, Alistair, Needle Fiber, Unicorn, and Borreload. These are monsters that are like, I believe that these are kind of more like staples in this deck. I play Needle Fiber not because I actually have a way to bring out Needle Fiber, because if you look, none of my spellcasters are tuners, so it's just like, except for Effect Veiler. But in a situation like that, it doesn't really matter if you're gonna Needle Fiber or not, because I don't have like combo extensions or stuff like that. The reason why I do this is because I could go into Needle Fiber and then be able to go into Borreload after that, because then I'll just have like 2 monsters, and that means I have to be a Spellcaster and a tuner, which is gonna have to be Effect Veiler. Go into my Needle Fiber, bring out another tuner, and then that's already link 3. So I just need 1 more monster, and I can make Borreload. So I mean, like, it's not bad. At the end of the day, it's really good. On my side deck, theoretically, I want to be playing Super Poly, because Super Poly is really good in this deck, because Super Poly will get you out of just, you know, trouble. After that, you got to play the Invoked monsters. I know this is Korean, Japanese, whatever it is. Don't worry about it. But let me do a better lineup for this. But don't worry about it. You already know what it is. Let me show you. 2 Mechaba, Purgatrio. I think Purgatrio is the best Invoked monster. I think Purgatrio is the best Invoked monster. It's just too good. Attacks every monster, even defense position. You take piercing damage, so it's a good monster. I just a lot of people don't like it as much as they like Mechaba, because Mechaba negates. But I don't care about like the whole like negate, because I mean, like, at the end of the day, I'd rather be able to do damage to my opponent than to not have done damage, if you understand what I mean. Mechaba does a little bit of damage. Maybe if you pitch your Elusive from your hand, you do an extra 1,000. But at the end of the day, that's not much. But Purgatrio, doesn't matter if you're in defense and attack, you're going to take some damage. But guys, that was my Invoked deck profile. This was Invoked, what are they called? Magician Girls. So yeah, Invoked Magician Girls. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is just supposed to be something for fun. This is something that you guys can build and have a little bit of fun with. I really enjoy playing Magician Girls. Back in the day, whenever they first came out, I actually built a deck as soon as they came out. I picked up everything. Homeboys had bought a bunch of boxes of the movie packs, and we just went ham, and you know, we did our best to try to get everything, and I think I had everything secret. But was it secret they had came out, or was it ultra? I think it might have been ultra. But you know, I had the higher rarity, and then I also had gold, and I just didn't like. I didn't like ultra as much as I liked gold. Gold was just so dope. You know, but I'm dragging it out. But this was Ed from Team Elite, and look out, because this is going to be one of the last 2 videos that we do under Team Elite. We have a couple of surprises. We're going to be doing the name change, so stay tuned for that.